G'day guys, and today I'm going to do a review on the Cats in the Melbourne game. Oh gee, Cats had it under control, but they were challenged very late by the D's, and they got the job done by 3 points. Turned out to an absolute cliffhanger in the end. There wasn't a great deal of margin between the sides all day. I think the biggest margin might have been 16 points or something along those lines. And then yeah, the D's really challenged the Cats late, and Cats were able just to hang on by Cats by a whisker. So yes, very tight game in the end. And yeah, I suppose having a look at the game, the Cats had the good start, and it seems to be if you win the first quarter, you're normally going to win the game of footy. It wasn't a game for the ages. It was a pretty ordinary display all in all. Yeah, it was a bit of an NRL proposition almost with the way it sort of played. It was a lot of tackling, a lot of pressure from both sides, and the pressure was really up there. And great if you like the toughness of footy, and maybe the coaches enjoyed that element of it. There wasn't too much scoring going on. The Cats just managed the one behind in the second term, and the D's did similar to what the Cats did in the opening term. So it took a while for a goal to be kicked at one of the ends. Yeah, so that was a funny old game of footy, I will say. But yeah, the Cats just had enough class in the end to get them over the line. So, and probably deservingly so. I think yeah, the Cats had probably the better of the play throughout the day. They had plenty of uncontested marks. They played a very deliberate style to sort of make sure that the D's wouldn't get yeah, I suppose they have to chase tail a little bit more. So yeah, it was a funny old game. Both sides sort of not taking too much risk. Cats very methodical with their ball movement. They'll take that inside kick and then hopefully thrust it forward. And there were some really key moments where you had Dangerfield who played on and then kicked it into Hawkins. Can't remember if it ended up in a goal or not. I think it was a point, but both teams were just quite restricted. But when Melbourne looked their most dangerous was when they're moving the ball quickly, and yeah, they were causing us a few dramas down back. Obviously, Stewart out for the Cats early on was a bit of a loss, but they managed to get through it. And yeah, I feel like the Cats may have decided to be a bit more defensively minded with that in mind. I suppose not having Stewart there, they may have played a bit safer potentially. Yeah, it's hard to really tell, but yeah, it was quite a dour affair. But the Cats got the job done, so they got more of the footy. They would have had more of the footy because they just chipped it around all day, and that's fine. Melbourne had more inside 50s, so yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, I mean, both defences were just really good, and I suppose not many of the kicks inside 50 were asking questions of the defence. So yeah, clearances, the Cats got a little bit touched up, and I reckon Melbourne got a few late, so 9 extra clearances there is pretty beneficial. Melbourne just won the contested possession count, and that's interesting because usually when we lose the contested possession count, we lose. But we snuck home, I suppose, in the uncontested possession count. That's where we made up for it, if you like. As you can see, the marks here, plus 60, is quite exceptional. So our ball use would have been probably a lot better, it'll say here. Yeah, just got in front. Yeah, out-tackled them, which was good as well. So good work rate from the Cats there. Liked our forward pressure as well, which really enabled us to sort of get some goals and capitalise on some Demons turnovers, which helped out in the final result. But yeah, no, certainly Melbourne took it right up to the Cats. They were always going to. It was never going to be an easy game, and the Cats found a way, and yeah, somewhat in a way lucky to come home with a win because yeah, it was pretty tight there, and you just never quite know what's going to happen and what teams are going to do. So. Yeah, Menegoli got 25 possessions. Well, so that's pretty much a summary of the game. There wasn't really a lot to it. There was a lot of defensive stuff from both teams. It weren't too crazy, but a lot of tackling and some fast ball movement, which led to goals, which makes you wonder why teams play like that more often. But they're so scared of the turnover and what that looks like if it doesn't come off. But that's all right, that's how it goes. It's really tough to pick my votes, to be honest. Yeah, because there was just really, really good moments from players, and that they're it's quite tricky to pick them off the top of my head. There was no one outstanding. I will say that there was definitely moments where players had some really good looks at it. As far as the 3 votes, I might have to go Mitch Duncan. That shows that it was a really good team performance. That there wasn't any outstanding players, and it was that type of game where no one really broke clear. That's for sure. So yeah, I really like Duncan's kicking. It was exceptional. It's not always on point. Also kicked a goal there, and I'm going to look here, and there's going to be like stats saying Paddy's better, but 9 marks in there as well, which was really good. And I liked Guthrie's game as well. He got to the 24 touches, also kicked a goal next to his name, 10 marks, which was really good. So he was quite a link-up player. So I like the way he went about it. And I'll probably have to give a vote to Blitzarves as well. He played a really good role on Melksham and also McDonald, if he sort of hung around that element as well. I mean, in an undermanned defence, no Taylor, no Stewart, so 2 of their absolute stalwarts. I thought he stood up really well. Obviously, there's a lot of players that played really well around sort of this area. O'Connor was okay. He took 14 marks. My goodness gracious me, that's quite an effort. Didn't feel like he took 14 marks, but very good from O'Connor. And I like Menegola's game. He racked up plenty of the footy. Dangerfield was really good with. His ball use was a bit better this week, I felt. His goal kicking again needs work, Patrick. Parfitt, really good in the tackle front. He'll probably have a whole bunch of them. Is that 9 tackles? Yep. Yeah, so he easily could have got a vote as well. Myers was okay around the ground. Seller was pretty solid, as he is. Hughes went okay as well. Loves a kick, as you can see. Dalehouse was handy. Pressure on the forward line. Hawkins, a little bit wayward today, but he plays his role and he gets other teammates involved as well. Jack Stephen got 17, so he was okay. He sort of struggled a little bit, but as the game sort of wore on, he got into a little bit more involved. Cole Jasny was very solid back in sort of his first game for the year. He did a good job down back. Little mistake here and there, but other than that, pretty alright. 2 is good again. Henry always gets under 10 possessions a game, but he had some pretty good one-on-one efforts and some courageous moments. Radaglia kicked the goal. 1 goal, 1. Yeah, he's not taking too many marks by the looks. Is that 4 marks? I really don't like this new interface, guys. If you haven't caught on already, I'm not a big fan of it. So Radaglia was okay, and he needs to do a lot more than that. I thought battled along okay. He tried what he could do. Ablett was quiet, had 11. A lot of handballs in there, a lot of pressure on Gary, so he didn't really get too many looks. Rowan was quiet, but a good tackle late in the game. Obviously, Stewart went out with his collarbone injury, which is going to be pretty significant. And Tommy Atkins only had the 1 touch. He went off the ground as well, and he was off for a little while. But does he have it? Yeah, he might have had a tackle in there as well, by the looks. So very quiet game from Atkins, and it looked like he was going to play a good game. But he's very quiet. So Rowan is obviously, I don't know about a chopping block, but very quiet again. Some good pressure acts. Just needs to get more involved with it though. Obviously, once Stanley's available for it, will be out. Radaglia, once Jenkins back's all right. I dare say he'll be back in the side. So I like Cole Jasny there. He's usually measured. Sometimes he bites a bit more than he can chew, and get pinged for holding the ball, which is frustrating at times. But he's generally okay. So he'll probably be staying in because Stewart. He'll be out for a few weeks, I would say. Hopefully Taylor's not too far away either. I'd say he'd come in for Stewart, depending on what that sort of looks like for the Cats. But it was just like a nice even contribution. Cats obviously out of control, and then late Melbourne kicked a couple, and all of a sudden, got a little bit real. So, but the Cats came out on top. And taking a look at next week fixtures, the Cats, I believe, have a date with the Suns, and Gary Ablett's 350th and Joel Selwood's 300th together, which will be quite a sight to see. Geelong and Gold Coast 4:30 at GMHBA Stadium. So as we know, the Suns have won 3 on the trot, and they're looking pretty dangerous. And once upon a time, probably last year, we're going, oh, yep, here's a nice easy 10 goal plus win, and whatever else comes up. But this game, not a 50-50, but yeah, we'll be up to our ears, or the Suns will be up to their ears in this game. That they've been really good inside the contest, and if you're good inside the contest, you're a good chance to win the game. So if the Cats have any preconceived ideas that this is going to be an easy game, they'll be in for a mad shock. And the way they played against the D's probably isn't going to get the job done against the Suns, because the Suns like to play sort of fast, sort of manic football, sort of modelling Richmond over the last 3 years. To sort of get some scoreboard pressure on and apply some pressure to some teams. So going to be very, very interesting this game. You would have been looking at the start of the year going, oh, yep, you can knock that off as a win, but there's no easy games as we've seen in the past, and it's going to take absolutely everything for the Cats to get over the line. So I'll be going the Cats, but yeah, I mean, Gold Coast have more runs on the board. Cats are obviously 2-2, Suns are 3-1. See how they go away from home, though. So, yeah, I'd like to think the Cats probably in that 3-goal range. I think it's going to be close, similar to that 2015 game where they nearly beat us, and that was a scary game to watch. But went 2 competitive back in 2015, just missed out in the finals, the Cats. But that's a bit of a review and a wrap-up of the Cats in the Melbourne game. So it's Geelong by 2 points, I believe, or 3 points. Need to get back. Damn. Need to get back into the picture here, and I don't like this either. So hopefully you guys can, also think in my shoes there. I just don't like the interface. So they're all about the tablets. It's not about the desktop, which I'm on at the moment. Doing this video. Cats by 3 points. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Give it a like, subscribe away, all that amazing stuff, and I appreciate you guys watching in. And yeah, no, it's been a blast. Once again, Cats get over the line 2-2, and enjoy the rest of your days. I'll catch you guys next time.